Good evening and welcome to Mandate 2024. We're decoding the verdict on counting day, and in fact it's been a day of dramatic twists and turns. 290 is the tally of the NDA, 235 of the India Alliance, others at 18. And is the era of coalition tussles back in vogue? Defying all exit polls, the trends have thrown up numbers that have bolstered the hopes of the India bloc. With NDA's majority slashed, BJP so far falling short of mustering 272 on its own, and the India bloc crossing the 200-seat mark. In the trends, opposition seems to have tasted blood. From asking for the Prime Minister to resign on moral grounds to activating hotlines to NDA constituents, all-out efforts are now on to ensure that the gains are converted into government formation. And in that quest, TDP and JDU seem to be holding the key. India allies did not waste time in wooing the prospective allies. The first signs appeared in social media as SP leader IP Singh posted Nitish Sabke Hain image, staking claim on the India ally. Then came the very apparent cautious responses from abject foes, with even the recently dumped partner of JDU, the RJD, saying that they were never against the JDU, suggesting that a big decision is in the offing.
आपसे कहता हूं कि नीतीश जी इस गठबंधन के सूत्रधार भी थे, हालांकि बाद में उन्होंने निर्णय लिया, लेकिन मुझे जहां तक उनकी राजनीति को मैं समझता हूं, और जो तेजस्वी जी बार बार कह रहे थे कि 4 जून के बाद कुछ बड़ा हो सकता है, तो संभवतः नीतीश जी या फॉर दैट मैटर चंद्रा बाबू, वो दोनों चाहेंगे कि देश को इस आत्म केंद्रित, आत्ममुग्ध, एक वेंडेटा वाली पॉलिटिक्स से दूर ले जाया जाए, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है.
Sources have told Times now that Sharad Pawar also dialed Nitish and that the Deputy Prime Minister's post has been offered to the former India ally in exchange for support. However, on record, there are clearly mixed signals. While Pawar himself denies any outreach and JDU reaffirms support for the NDA, not every leader appears to be on the same page.
एका राज्याचे प्रमुख आहेत आणि त्यामुळे त्याची माहिती असल्याशिवाय त्याच्याने कमेंट करणं योग्य नाही. माझा त्यांचा सुसंवाद आत्ता झालेली संबंध आहेत, पण आत्ता बोलणं झालेलं नाही.
BJP has not treated a lot of NDA partners very well. So now we have to see how they treat BJP and what decision they take. This 48 hours would be very interesting. We may also see a different PM. See, if you know Pawar Sahab, whatever is in his head, it doesn't come out. It only comes out through action, and it would definitely come out in the next 48 hours.
And now, amid speculation of the TDP chief Chandrababu Naidu's next move, Naidu has called off the press conference. His team says that he won't speak to the media today. Let's go across to Imran for more on this. Imran, very interesting, because we were told that Chandrababu Naidu would be addressing the press today. In fact, even when you left Bengaluru to report on the story in Vijayawada, that's what we were told. But now, in a sudden twist, we are told that Chandrababu Naidu is not addressing the media. What's on his mind?
Well, absolutely, Madhav, that was everybody's eagerly waiting at, because an astounding history they had, and everybody expected that Chandrababu Naidu to stake claim and also address his supporters since morning, day one. Since morning they had gathered at the TDP office along with supporters and others. But we saw that Chandrababu Naidu came to the office. I was personally there, and then a huge crowd, he welcomed, he waved at the supporters, but refused to talk to the media and even address the press conference media who were waiting for almost 8 hours now. Now, people in the TDP say that he doesn't want to address anything at the moment, as he'll have to commit to what about the sheet sharing, what about the rumors getting out about offers from India Alliance, and also he doesn't want to commit about whether he will ask for special status for Andhra Pradesh from the BJP, their alliance partner. And they said that all this, since the situation is quite volatile right now, they do not.
Well, he doesn't even have to ask for it, Imran. Jairam Ramesh of the Congress has already tweeted saying we are committed to it. It hasn't been implemented for 10 years, and that the outgoing Modi government quote unquote, this is what Jairam Ramesh has tweeted, has not implemented it, and that they are promising to implement it as per their manifesto. So we'll keep a tab on all of that, Imran. We'll keep coming back to you for more updates. But let's quickly open this across to our guest, my colleague Deepthi Sachdeva, also joining us on the broadcast. With us is Anuja Kapoor, spokesperson of the BJP. With us also in our studio is R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist. Also with us at this point of time is Faizan Kidwai, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Kamruzaman Chaudhary, political analyst, and of course, Congress leader, is with us in our studio. Sabah Naqvi, senior journalist, joining us from our studio as well. Let me start with you, Kamruzaman Chaudhary. The results haven't yet settled. I mean, the final, it's still leads plus wins. One assumes that perhaps later the evening, the wins would be solidified. But even before the dust settles, you have the Congress party, Mr. Jairam Ramesh, all out to woo Chandrababu Naidu and perhaps even Nitish Kumar?
No, basically, Madhav, the point is that it's all a speculative matter that you are discussing out here. Nothing of that sort will happen. Of course, permutation and combinations in politics, in government formation will always be there. But we cannot come into a conclusion that everything will be fructifying in the next few hours. It might take time.
Sir,
but always we will be on the lookout for
tweet of Jairam Ramesh. It's not speculation. There is attempt at wooing. At least admit to that.
Of course, I told we will try to form the government, and that's the mandate against Narendra Modi's government this time. Because they were expecting to do it 400 plus. They revised it to 350 as per your exit polls, but now they are much below the halfway mark also.
Okay.
They are in 230s or 240s.
I'll just complete a minute. I want Anuja Kapoor to reply to that. It's all speculation. It's all in the realm of speculation at the moment, Anuja Kapoor. There may be attempts. And of course, you have the Congress repeating that the mandate or the 400 plus claim of the BJP has not been accepted by the people of the country. How do you respond to both of these points?
Jai Shri Ram, I would just like to put it forward that they, I think, talked about that they're going to get 295. I think they were talking about maybe BJP because they never talked about themselves because where are they? So 295, they never crossed even. So what we are looking into is the NDA which has been given the love of through Modi ji. And that is how we see. And we have always said that, irrespective of 370 plus and 4,000, we have said that 3 consecutive years we're going to bring it back. So, and we are back. And we are here. And we are here to stay.
The fact that, you know, this is not the number that you were looking at, clearly. You also wanted a 272 plus BJP, where you perhaps did not need the allies. And this is going to be a much weakened BJP. I mean, I accept it. The reason why you've been dialing Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, before I get the SP here, Sabah, when you look at the big picture today, there are lessons for the BJP for sure. But what has the IND alliance also achieved?
Look, I'll put it very simply. Narendra Modi is the sort of figure who works only in my way or the highway. He always had a single majority. Within his own party, other power centers are diminished. Shiv Sena, the oldest ally of the Bharatiya Janata Party, left because of the way the BJP was in this age. Nitish Kumar was the first person to refuse to be part of the alliance when Narendra Modi became the candidate. Don't forget this history. He is not an Atal Bihari Vajpayee. So now, and the BJP is short of numbers. So it is only politics. It will open up the question. Will the BJP keep persisting with Modi, or will Modi be gracious? Because I heard one of your Hindi anchors say in the morning, उनको सिर्फ काम से मतलब है, लाभ से नहीं है. So चलो अपना 10 साल हो गए, किसी और को आप किसी और को invite करिए.
So this is much like Mamata Banerjee said that morally the Prime Minister has lost and he must resign.
Well, absolutely. Moral victory, moral loss or not. Just one second. There's a breaking news coming in. Just a second. Allow us to break some news, please. Chandrababu Naidu is keeping NDA and India guessing. Top sources to Times Now are saying that for the moment, TDP says that we are with the NDA. Naidu and Pawan Kalyan will decide on the cabinet, and Naidu and Kalyan are also likely to meet Prime Minister Modi. That's the update coming in at the moment. All right, we have Pragya joining us. Pragya, take us through what the update is and what really are we looking at in terms of the government formation process in Andhra as well as the centre when it comes to the TDP.
Madhav, all eyes are on tomorrow's NDA meeting. Every NDA ally will be there in Delhi. They'll be having this meeting, and all the details about cabinet, about ministerialship, and also about review of the whatever the results that have come. This all will be done in tomorrow's meeting. The time and venue are yet to be decided. We have been told by senior leaders who are present here, and also coordinating with the NDA allies. But it is for sure they are not losing any time. They do not want to lose any of the NDA. That is why we have seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi and HM called Chandrababu Naidu and also Nitish Kumar and other allies as well, including Manji. Every seat counts and every seat matters. That is why, irrespective whether you got 1 seat or you got 20 seats, they have called every ally. While that has been a customary practice, but this assumes significance in wake of the numbers that NDA has got. And earlier it used to be BJP. Every time there used to be celebration. Now this time they are saying Dhanyavad Bharat Rashtriya Loktaantrik Gathbandhan NDA. So this is the victory of NDA, and this is written large at the BJP headquarters stage, where Prime Minister would be, addressing the gathering here, addressing the workers here. There is a long corridor that has been made for the Prime Minister to come and greet the Karyakartas. Karyakartas will be showering flowers, and there had been a confetti show as well that has been planned by the BJP. But every eye will be on tomorrow's NDA meeting. And
absolutely. And a few moments from now, the Prime Minister is likely to reach the BJP headquarters. I believe in half an hour from now, he'll be reaching there. Shivani Sharma also joining us from location. Shivani, take us through what the BJP workers are saying. In fact, certainly, of course, appear to be excited. There were celebration pictures also earlier in the day. But the big takeaway is that it's not just a victory of the BJP, but the NDA that's being emphasized over here. Shivani.
Madhav, I'm right now at the JP Nadda's residence here. The meeting is still on. It's over 4 hours now, and Amit Shah is still inside. The movement is expected anytime now, and they will be together proceeding towards the BJP headquarters where the celebration will take place, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be coming there. And this is a very crucial meeting, very important one, because not only the review of the results has been happening here, but the strategy and the future course is also being discussed here. How to take forward the idea of forming the government here. The discussions are still on, and it's been 4 hours, more than 4 hours now, when at JP Nadda's residence, Amit Shah is there. Rajnath Singh was also there. He left after 1.5 hours of the meeting, and now they are all expected to move from here towards the BJP headquarters.
Shivani, it's more important, Madhav, now on what the Prime Minister says. Over the last few hours, we've seen that picture of Siddharth Nath Singh, the MLC, with Chandrababu Naidu. In fact, he was sent there as soon as the results, began to come in. So you've seen the BJP, I think, establishing that first bit of contact with these leaders. Also, Samrat Chaudhary visited, Nitish Kumar. So what they're trying to do, perhaps, will the Prime Minister give us a broader idea of where the BJP today stands? Let's quickly get in Mohit before we come back to our guest in the studio. Mohit, what are you hearing? What are sources in the BJP indicating? What is it that the Prime Minister could say in the next few minutes?
Well, whatever the Prime Minister says will be very, very important, because given the fact that how various reactions have come in from the India Alliance leaders, and they have completely said that it's a victory of the opposition and it's a defeat of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi personally, and opposition leaders have come out and asked for the resignation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, despite BJP being the single largest party, and when it comes to NDA, they are in a comfortable position to form the government. So Prime Minister Narendra Modi in some time from now will be coming at this particular office of BJP headquarters extension, and we see that how the mood over here is completely celebratory. We have to wait and watch what exactly Prime Minister will say. What exactly will be the message from the Prime Minister to the cadre on the ground, because people have gathered over here in huge number. But you see, every single area of this particular road outside the BJP office is filled with the cutouts of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and workers are still hopeful that they are forming the government. Sir, number तो पूरे आए नहीं है. प्रधानमंत्री क्या उम्मीद है, क्या कहेंगे आज आके?
देखिए, मैं पूरी देश की जनता का, पूरे भारतवर्ष का आभार व्यक्त करता हूं, बधाई देता हूं, शुभकामनाएं देता हूं कि तीसरी बार मोदी जी को विश्वास व्यक्त किया.
बीजेपी के अपने नंबर नहीं आए, इस पे क्या कहें?
272 सीटें नहीं आई, इसका हमें बड़ा दुख है दिल से. जो प्रभावी निर्णय पिछले 10 वर्ष में लिए, जो जनता चाहती थी कि ऐसे अपीलिंग निर्णय वो लें, वो नहीं ले पाएंगे. हो सकता है एनडीए अलायंस का बहुमत आ रहा है.
ऑपोजिशन तो कह रही है कि प्रधानमंत्री को हार की जिम्मेदारी लेनी चाहिए, लेकिन सबसे बड़ी पार्टी
होने के बावजूद उनको मैं बधाई देता हूं, आज बीजेपी पे लोगों ने विश्वास व्यक्त किया। ठीक है, आज वो नंबर नहीं आए जिसकी नंबर की हमें जरूरत थी।
क्या उम्मीद करते हैं कार्यकर्ता इस समय, क्योंकि मूड थोड़ा डाउन तो है कि नंबर नहीं आए, प्रधानमंत्री जब आएंगे क्या उम्मीद करते हैं कि क्या कहेंगे प्रधानमंत्री, क्या लगता है?
मोदी जी जितने भी अपना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता हैं उनका धन्यवाद करने आ रहे हैं। ठीक है, आज हमारा मूड ठीक नहीं है, लेकिन जो हमें नंबर चाहिए तो वो हमें नहीं मिल पाए, लेकिन फिर भी कोई बात नहीं, प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ही बनेंगे।
So there you see, there's a sense among the ground on the people that they believe that Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be repeating his term at the third time. But you can see that how people have gathered over here on both sides of the road. This road leading to the BJP extension is completely blocked by the police. Okay. But very one interesting visual I would like to show you. My camera person will pan towards that particular balloon over here on the left side, which says "Teesri baar Modi Sarkar." So the message is loud and clear from the BJP that as of now, NDA is coming to power, and you can see that how massive preparations have been done on the ground, and people have gathered over here. They basically say they're bursting crackers. They say that it doesn't matter if they don't have the number, sir. Yes. Number नहीं आए, लेकिन हम देख रहे कार्यकर्ता खुश हैं।
कार्यकर्ता महोत्सव तीसरी बार मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में भले सरकार बना रहे, ये कम खुशी की
उम्मीद है कि प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे।
निश्चित रूप से देश ने ये जता दिया, दिखा दिया है कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी रहेंगे।
विपक्ष ये कह रहा है कि प्रधानमंत्री 400 पार की बात करते थे, 272 नहीं आए, इस्तीफा देना
तो प्रधानमंत्री विपक्ष भी तो 300 पार की बात कर रहा था, वो कांग्रेस तो 100 से अंदर ही रह गई। क्या
उम्मीद है? अभी
हमारा स्ट्राइक रेट उनसे दुगना है।
सर आपको क्या लगता है इस्तीफा कौन लोग मांग रहे हैं? जिनकी 40 सीटें आई हैं, जिनकी 30 सीटें आई हैं,
कांग्रेस 100 के करीब पहुंच गई है।
अच्छा सर, 100 सीट वाला इस्तीफा किससे मांग रहा है जिसकी 250?
लार्जेस्ट पार्टी है बीजेपी।
तो सर आप खुद सोचिए ना, मतलब एक तरफ तराजू पे 2.5 किलो रखा हुआ है और 1 किलो वाला कह रहा है 2.5 किलो वाले को हटाओ, मेरा वजन ज्यादा है। क्या बात कर रहे हैं सर?
उम्मीद पूरी है सर आप?
101% सर।
अच्छा, प्रधानमंत्री पहली बार बोलेंगे रिजल्ट के बाद, क्या उम्मीद करते हैं, क्या मैसेज जाएगा?
सर वो देश के लिए बोलते हैं, आज भी देश के लिए बोलेंगे, कल भी देश के लिए बोलेंगे। वो यही बोलेंगे, जनता ने जो मैंडेट दिया हम उसे स्वीकार करते हैं हमारे सिर माथे पर, और हम उस मैंडेट को लेके जो देश हित के काम है उसे करेंगे।
कार्यकर्ता को जोश थोड़ा कम दिन में लगा था, लेकिन अब पूरा
कम नहीं है सर, कोई कम नहीं है, कोई कम। गर्मी है सर, गर्मी में आदमी
जोश में है यहाँ पर।
वो अंदर जगह नहीं,
वो 350
पूरा प्रधानमंत्री के स्वागत।
राहुल गांधी
मुझे पता है कि मैं उनकी एक झलक भी नहीं पा पाऊंगा, फिर भी मैं 1.5 घंटे से 2 घंटे से खड़ा हूँ। कहाँ कार्यकर्ता में जोश?
There you see the workers over here are filled with enthusiasm, and they basically say that in the end, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be getting a third term. So these are the visuals over here.
Reactions there. Some very interesting reactions there indeed, Mohit. Some say that yes, our mood is down, but we are happy that we've got a mandate through the NDA. Others saying that we know we won't see the Prime Minister, yet we are standing here. This shows that our mood is high. Well, all sorts of reactions coming in there. Let's quickly go across to Pragya as well. Pragya, if you could speak to some of the party workers who are there with you, what's the sense that you're getting from them in terms of whether they are happy with the kind of mandate that has been received? Because there are questions coming in from the side of the opposition that the BJP and the 400 par claim at least has not been fulfilled at the moment, even below 300, as the NDA and the BJP itself not able to secure a simple majority on its own. Pragya.
Well, Madhav, we are standing in the media enclosure right now, and the Karyakartas are on the other side. But we have spoken to few of the Karyakartas, and they were, they were disappointed that they wanted BJP to achieve the 272 target, but they are not. They are very enthusiastic right now. They say that this is the third time in and we should not be disheartened. There will be another time. The josh is not too much right now, but they are very happy. They do not want to see disappointed, but they want BJP to have that 400 par ka slogan being realized in this election. However, these Karyakartas are saying the government is fairly secure. Prime Minister will be again Prime Minister. There will be a government in place of the NDA where BJP will be leading the bloc. And in fact, they are saying the same thing, that Congress is doing the pressure like they had won the election, which is not the case. In fact, they are not in the majority mark. So this is the sentiment that is among the cadre. They are bit disappointed that they could not get, the BJP could not not get 272 mark at least. They were a bit disappointed by the UP result as well and the Haryana result as well, but they were very happy with the Andhra, with the Odisha results. So this is the sentiment in the cadre, but they wanted to see Prime Minister Narendra Modi. They do not want to see being seen disappointed. They know that the government is being formed by the MPA, and they also believe that Prime Minister will be sworn in again the third time. It is the largest political party. That is the largest sentiment in the Karyakartas right now.
Okay, Pragya, Mohit and Shivani, please stay with us. We're going to keep coming back to you in the run-up to the Prime Minister's speech, but I want to get a quick word from Mr. Rajgopalan. Mr. Rajgopalan, when we're talking about an NDA majority government and not a BJP majority government, what in your view could be the big concern over here? Because at the end of the day, there are those who talk about the moral victory, the moral loss. That is, of course, one aspect of it. But numerically, there is nothing that stops a government from being formed if there is a clear majority of an alliance. But when we talk about the kind of pressure that could be built upon by Nitish Kumar, by Chandrababu Naidu, who are quote-unquote seen as secular leaders, we've seen that in the ideological pressure or even the governance pressure issues in the past during perhaps even the Vajpayee regime, that they've been able to build upon the government at that point of time. How are you looking at this scenario evolving from here on?
Tonight, Prime Minister's speech is going to be the turning point in Indian politics. He is not going to leave the, claim. And since it's a pre-poll alliance connected with TDP and Nitish Kumar, they can't go to another side of the fence. But my understanding is Prime Minister's speech is going to set the tone. Apart from that, tomorrow if India alliance is also going to meet, will they satisfy Mr. M.K. Stalin, who has got 23 MPs? For 16 MPs of TDP, will they give Deputy Prime Minister to Chandrababu Naidu, and who will the Prime Minister? And 12 MPs of Nitish Kumar. Suppose if he wants the Deputy Prime Minister. Therefore, India Alliance will have 2 Deputy Prime Ministers, no Prime Minister. Here, there is a Prime Minister, no Deputy Prime Minister. So this type of Deputy Prime Minister,
I know Kamru and Sabha both want to comment. What will do, Mr. Rajgopalan, please?
Yes. A second. DMK will rig the flesh of India Alliance. They won't leave it to. They won't leave it to TDP. They won't leave it to.
We'll just quickly hit a break because in the next few minutes, Kamru, I will come back to you after this quick break. We are expecting the Prime Minister to be at the BJP headquarters in the next few minutes. What does he say? Does he have a message for the country? All that and much more. Our non-stop rolling coverage on Times Now continues. Response from the Prime Minister, who's just taken to the social media what he says. Pranesh is joining us live. Pranesh, clearly the BJP and the NDA are staking claim to form the government. What does the Prime Minister say?
Thanking the voters, he says people have placed their faith in NDA for a third consecutive time. This is a historical feat in India's history. I bow to the Janta Janardhan for this affection and assure them that we will continue the good work done in the last decade to keep fulfilling the aspirations of people. I also salute all our Karyakartas for their hard work. Words will never do justice to their exceptional efforts. The first line is important, Deepthi and Madhav. The Prime Minister underlining the third consecutive term. He is the first non-Congress Prime Minister to have a successive third term in office.
Well, absolutely, and in fact, very significant there. Let's quickly go across to our reporters on ground who are standing by, waiting for the Prime Minister to begin his address. We have Pragya joining us from on ground. Mohit Bhatt is also there. I'm told Priyank Tripathi also joining us. But Pragya, let me come to you first. The Prime Minister giving a very clear indication of which way things are headed as far as government formation is concerned, thanking the people for placing their faith in the NDA for a third consecutive time, calling this a historical feat in India's history. Pragya.
Absolutely, Madhav, and this is what we had been told by the sources last night as well. Probably they knew where the results is going to go, but they were expecting at least 315 seats for the NDA. But they were saying that this particular moment will be for to thank the voters, to thank every cadre, so that they will be looked as if they are very humbled by this experience. They were humbled by the seats that have been given for the third term, consecutive term, which is also BJP believes is a feat. And as we know, Prime Minister is a man full of optimism and positivity, and we are sure that whatever he speaks from the dais today here, he will ensure that a positive message will go across to the cadre, to the voters who may be feeling a bit dejected by the number he would ensure that their morale will be boosted up, and obviously he will fill them with a vision, with a with a task that will be achieved in days to come. He had already said that we had made some targets, but the final crucial moment is going to come tomorrow when there is an NDA meeting where everyone would be giving the letter of support to the BJP as well as it's the leading party is what we are expecting. Mr. Piyush Goyal and every senior leader is present here right now. They have come here, but we are expecting the Prime Minister. I'm sure that he will give a very positive message to boost the morale of the cadre, and he would take something positive out of the seats that NDA has got, and I'm sure that there is a lesson somewhere that all the BJP is a party that they have learned, and they will obviously do a Chintan Baitak after this, but more or less the thing right now is they need to ensure that they look bright, happy, cheerful, and they look confident. This is what we are expecting from the Prime Minister today. Mr. Jaishankar has also arrived just now along with Mr. Piyush Goyal. So all the cabinet ministers who are in Delhi, they are here, the Morcha presidents are here. It's a gathering that Prime Minister would be addressing from here.
We see Dr. S. Jaishankar there in the frame. We also do see Piyush Goyal. Gaurav Bhatia, I just saw on those images. Remember, I think the Prime Minister is expected to be there at that venue from where Pragya is reporting in the next few minutes, less than 10 minutes in fact. We have Priyank, also Moy joining us, and Pragya, stay with us. Priyank, the larger consensus here is to the fact that yes, you are having an NDA government. But the fact is, who really will be a part of that? Now, clearly, when it is Narendra Modi, this is not just going to stop perhaps at a Chandrababu Naidu or a Nitish Kumar. There has been a lot of buzz that there is some conversation that is being struck also with ex-allies of the NDA. What are we learning? The Akali Dal, Uddhav Thackeray, a lot of other people and a lot of other parties that actually left the NDA. Could they be back in the NDA?
See, for that, there was a marathon round of meeting which has just concluded at the residence of BJP's National President JP Nadda, and it was a crucial meeting after looking at the result which was coming out. It was quite clear that the BJP was not getting the half of the figure, but that's why they have been banking on their coalition partner, the two top parties, which is JDU and the TDP. But right now, Prime Minister's message to the people will be clearing all these doubts in the mind of people that what is going to be happening next. Because if you look at the statement coming out from Congress, from Rahul Gandhi, he has shifted the onus on the coalition partners that we have to talk to them and then we will decide. But the PM's message will be something which will clear all the doubts. That's why the top leadership of the Bharatiya Janata Party was present there at the residence of JP Nadda. But at this stage, what we can tell you to our viewers that it's going to be very important briefing, the message to the party workers from the Prime Minister himself, which will clear the doubt. That's why all the arrangements have been made. We have been watching that the Delhi police have done the proper security, and 7:45 is the time period when the PM is expected to leave from his residence, and then he will come. But before that, there was a massive preparation. See, the BJP wants to make it very clear that if Congress, after getting approximately 92 seats, if they can come out in open and public and they can deliver a message as if they have won the election and they are the biggest party, that the BJP should also give a clear message to his party workers and all the supporters who have given this kind of biggest party figure for the Bharatiya Janata Party, and that will be clear.
Priyank, stay with us. I'm also going to go across to Mohit in just a minute. But, Mr. Rajgopal, we are discussing the kind of build-up. Then the Prime Minister is expected there in about 10 to 15 minutes, and he will be speaking. But what are you expecting the Prime Minister to speak on? What are you expecting him to address when he talks to the Karyakartas? Because it's going to be a new phase, which is quite a break from the past 10 years, where the BJP had a clear majority on its own.
Madhav, it is going to be an extension of what he tweeted. What I understood from the high sources, two important points he is going to make. How Odisha came to his kitty, Arunachal Pradesh came to his kitty, and what happened in Andhra Pradesh. He is going to emphasize on Andhra Pradesh. So therefore, Chandrababu Naidu has already been taken on board. Second thing, PM, according to my source, they say we will give a new interpretation to the entire exercise of this one. Second thing, he is going to hit at Congress very, very heavily, and it's going to be a 25 minutes to 30 minute speech. That's what I heard from my source.
Right, all right. And there's a tweet coming in fact, from Amit Shah, Union Home Minister. In fact, Amit Shah himself winning from Gandhinagar with a massive margin of about 7 lakhs earlier today. And he's tweeted saying the Pradhan Mantri Shri Narendra Modi ji के नेतृत्व में एनडीए को लगातार तीसरी बार सेवा का मौका देने के लिए देश की जनता को कोटि कोटि नमन करता हूं। लगातार तीसरी जीत ने यह स्पष्ट कर दिया है कि जनता का विश्वास सिर्फ और सिर्फ मोदी जी के साथ है। Would you like to respond to that, Kamar Zaman Chaudhary?
Actually, these are all out of context tweets. Means, how can I explain this? Conciliatory notes about the massive loss of face that the BJP and the leadership has suffered these 2024 elections. Why I
if
say
they have
this?
a simple majority as NDA, the UPA
No.
also was...
Now the entire narrative has shifted
Just a second. For the 10 years of the UPA government also, the Congress did not have a simple majority. It was forming a government with allies. If the BJP does it, why should we have a different yardstick?
But
one by one. I'm coming to both of you.
Now the point here, good question you have raised. The arrogance of Narendra Modi's government, along with his political party, was much different than the simplicity of Manmohan Singh's government. We took everybody along during our 2004 and 2009, UPA 1 and UPA 2. Here what happened was that the Prime Minister of the country hitting out at a particular section of the community in India, calling them as producing more babies, ye khatmal type, what you call this, all goosepettiyas.
But the allies have got the numbers. The allies have got the numbers. Now, end of the day, it's about numbers, no, when it comes to a government formation. Okay, you made your point. Sabha, and then I'll come to you.
I'm not even going to the communal rhetoric, which was very bad taste, but who wants to talk about it now? Why would allies? Mamta Banerjee was an ally of Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Naveen Patnaik was. Nitish Kumar was. Nitish Kumar kept leaving. He did not find Modi's persona acceptable. He was just brought in the other day. Chandrababu Naidu has not been there. He was just brought in the other day.
But it's a pre-poll alliance.
No, right now you cannot be sure that they will stay. Why would they stay?
They've said that they are saying. That's what the PDP is saying.
No, you're missing the
A lot
point
could
here.
get clearer in the next few hours.
No,
also,
for now they may be there, but they can leave you tomorrow. That is the point.
Will that happen? Will that happen? Big if at the moment.
That's what allies do.
Of course, if that happens, then that's a big development. Nobody is taking away from if that happens. That will be a big development. Yeah. Mr. Rajgopal, quick response as we go back to our reporters. Quick response.
Also congratulated Chandrababu Naidu. We'll quickly hit a break. On the other side, we'll go across to our team tracking the entire story from the BJP headquarters. The Prime Minister expected there very shortly. Let's quickly get you this breaking update right now, flashing on your screens, even as the Prime Minister's address is expected, but he's already spoken. He's down to business already. The very first cabinet meet of Modi 3.0 is likely at 11:30 a.m. tomorrow. And all this is happening where you are still looking at the NDA that is in conversation with both Chandrababu Naidu, Nitish Kumar, and perhaps more parties and allies, Pragya, to be able to form that government. And the buzz is also that Chandrababu Naidu is expected to be in the national capital tomorrow.
बनने जा रहा है right now the stand is that they're still part of NDA. They are an ally of BJP, an alliance that is led by the Bharatiya Janata Party, and we have spoken to many people in the BJP as well. Right now they say that Prime Minister and Mr. Amit Shah and Chandrababu Naidu exchanged greetings, congratulated Chandrababu Naidu, and also they will be getting a letter of support from Chandrababu Naidu as well tomorrow when the NDA...
All right, Pragya, we'll just take some time to fix that audio because, as far as the Modi 3.0 aspect is concerned, of course, that will only happen after the swearing, but certainly, of course, after getting this mandate in the capacity perhaps as a caretaker Prime Minister, in that sense, we are seeing the first cabinet meet that's going to take place. Let me take this across to Mohit Bhatt, who's also with us. Mohit, how much time more before we see the Prime Minister arriving at the BJP headquarters? What are your sources telling you?
Well, Madhav, what the sources say is that the Prime Minister is likely to arrive at the BJP headquarters extension at around 8 p.m. And as you can see, people have gathered over here on both sides of the road to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, BJP, and very interesting poster, I'll show you, Madhav, from this particular side, that everywhere you'll see Dhanyavad Bharat. These banners have been put in over here. As Pragya was reporting, these banners have been put up inside. So clearly, it's we know for a fact that how the Prime Minister, when he tweeted, he also talked about that how this is the win of the NDA, and Prime Minister also says that 3 times they have won, and clearly it's a big thing that has happened. But in some time from now, Prime Minister will come. Let's talk to people over here and ask them what exactly have to say. Sir, क्या कहेंगे? आप लोग प्रधानमंत्री का इंतजार कर रहे हैं. रिजल्ट आने के बाद अब पहली बार प्रधानमंत्री आएंगे, कार्यकर्ता को संबोधित करेंगे. नंबर थोड़े से कम रह गए, बीजेपी की अपनी मेजॉरिटी है, लेकिन एनडीए के आए हैं.
ये तो दिल्ली वाले जो पब्लिक है उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा किया कि मोदी जी की वो बात रखी कि भाई हमने राम मंदिर बनाया, उसके ऊपर दिल्ली ने खूब सहयोग दिया है.
दिल्ली ने सहयोग दिया, देश ने सर थोड़े नंबर कम दे दिए.
हाँ, ये तो दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण बात है, लेकिन फिर भी मोदी मजबूत है, अभी भी मजबूत है और मजबूत रहेगा.
अच्छा, आपको लगता है, उम्मीद अभी भी है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री बनेंगे?
बिल्कुल 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 101%
बनेंगे, पक्का बनेंगे.
अभी भी उम्मीद है आप लोगों को?
बिल्कुल जी,
थोड़े सा है, लेकिन बीजेपी सबसे बड़ी पार्टी.
बिल्कुल है जी, एनडीए की सरकार है जी, एनडीए की सरकार है जी.
अच्छा, विपक्षी ये कह रहे हैं कि प्रधानमंत्री 400 पार की बात करते थे, 400 नंबर नहीं आए, तो प्रधानमंत्री को इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए. क्या कहेंगे?
वो देंगे जी.
कौन कैंडिडेट है जी? उनको किस इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए? इंडिया गठबंधन के पास कोई कैंडिडेट है खड़ा होने के लायक? उनकी खुद तो 90 आई है प्रधानमंत्री. उनके पास प्रधानमंत्री है कौन? उनकी खुद ही 90 सीट आई है.
अपना खुद का पावर.
कार्यकर्ताओं को सर अभी भी लगता है कि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी सरकार बनेगी.
बनेगी जरूर.
क्या उम्मीद करते हैं, क्योंकि कार्यकर्ताओं को जो है मूड है थोड़ा डाउन भी था सुबह जब नंबर कम आए थे. प्रधानमंत्री पहली बार आप कार्यकर्ताओं को, पूरे देश को संबोधित करेंगे. क्या उम्मीद करते प्रधानमंत्री के भाषण से? क्या कहेंगे
प्रधानमंत्री? जो भी कहेंगे पॉजिटिव कहेंगे, अपने देश के लिए कहेंगे, और करेंगे भी तो अपने देश के लिए करेंगे.
ठीक है, तो आप लोगों को उम्मीद है पूरी की प्रधानमंत्री
बिल्कुल बनेंगे जी, बिल्कुल बनेंगे. कोई पहली बार ऐसा प्रधानमंत्री देश को मिले हैं जो इतना काम किए हैं, आज तक कोई नहीं किया. लेकिन जनता को बरगलाया गया, लालच दिया गया,
को लालच ठकाठक करके लालच दे दिया गया,
खटखटा लालच दिया. जनता हमारे बेचारे क्या करोगे आगे उसके झांसे में?
You see, Madhav, people are still believing over here, and every single person that we are talking to, they're basically saying that they believe Prime Minister Narendra Modi
All right,
is returning for
visuals
the third term.
of the Home Minister, in fact, there on your screens, those are the pictures of Home Minister Amit Shah, and in fact, his pictures, he is of course expected shortly at the BJP headquarters extension where our reporters are at currently, and in fact Priyank is also reporting from outside of that particular venue. Priyank, elaborate security arrangements being made, of course, and understandably so, since the Prime Minister is going to be present and there will be an event where he will address the Karyakartas. What are really the expectations of the Karyakartas? If you can speak to some of them, what exactly are they telling you?
Yes, certainly, Madhav. 7:45 is the time when the PM will start, Carcade will start moving from the 7 LKM, and as Mohit has already told it to our viewers, that it is expected to reach here by 8 PM. We just saw Nirmala Sitharaman and Hardeep Singh Puri, both the ministers in the cabinet entering inside the Bharatiya Janata Party office, and this is the location from where the ministers will be entering. But after the message which came out from the Home Minister himself, where he has cleared all the doubt which was there in the mind of all the Karyakartas, that the BJP's third term, entry is quite clear. So obviously the Karyakartas are very much excited. Mohit was talking to them. So this is a location from where all the ministers will be entering. At this moment, what people are eagerly waiting is a statement from the Prime Minister himself, because they want to know that what is going to be the speech of Prime Minister, how he will address all those Karyakartas who have been patiently waiting here to watch and listen to the speech of the Prime Minister of the country. Let's talk to those people who have come here. Madam, कहाँ से आई हैं आप लोग?
हैदरपुर से.
प्रधानमंत्री जी को देखने आए थे?
हाँ, प्रधानमंत्री जी को देखने आए थे.
टीवी में वोट कितने मिले, सीटें कितने मिली, ये सब देखी आपने?
हाँ, देखे तो थे. कल मोदी जी जीत गए हैं, तो हैदरपुर से आए हैं देखने के लिए बस.
Madhav, basically these supporters have a clear-cut mindset that Modi ji they are not getting into the calculation, permutation, combination which other parties would be doing. So this is the person, Madhav, someone has just poured kerosene on his body. I can smell it, and the Delhi police personnel have stopped him. So there was an attempt of self-immolation which has been stopped by the Delhi police. So this is a very important development, very unfortunate development which was about to happen right in front of our cameras. But fortunately the Delhi police team has stopped this individual who has...
to find out what exactly was the reason for this individual taking such an extreme step. And while you do that, let me quickly in fact break some more news coming in at this point of time. Nitish Kumar is all set to arrive in Delhi tomorrow. Nitish will be arriving in the national capital at 10 a.m. He will attend the NDA meet is what sources are indicating to us. Let's try and connect with Pragya for more on this. Pragya, significant that there is an NDA meet that has been called and Nitish Kumar to arrive in the national capital tomorrow morning to attend that. Pragya, over to you.
Absolutely, Madhav, and people have been very distrustful of Nitish Kumar even in the BJP. But this is the time when they have to strengthen that trust and keep the movement and alliance together. Unlike they also know that India alliance is also approaching them. They do not want to let any of the allies go, and they will to any extent also specify their allies as well. But how far BJP will go and what are the demands that these allies will make, only tomorrow will tell, because they all are they know what the situation is, they know what the numbers is, and they also know the bargaining power allies right now have within this NDA. But BJP also knows their strength, their weaknesses as well. So BJP will be equally strengthened and ready to deal with the allies as well. And while BJP is saying that this is all going to be very in a happy manner, they will be talking about the future. They will be talking about how the cabinet will be formed, because these allies will be having this place in the Modi government cabinet as well. So all of that will be done tomorrow. There is a kind of a bargain that will be done tomorrow. Obviously, Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar are the persons who would let this bargain go. BJP also knows that, and for that BJP will have this strategic meeting after Prime Minister address the gathering and he leaves from here. The meetings, I have been told that there will be meetings after that to prepare themselves for any such demands if it comes. So it is going to be very crucial day. It is going to be because the numbers is such. The BJP also knows, however, they say that we are very safe, we are above the majority mark, which is a fact. And it also says that Prime Minister is very hopeful. Yes. He also finds whenever there is a situation like this, he becomes very optimistic.
Pragya, let's add one more information. And a lot of our viewers have been also asking, when is the swearing-in taking place? So the visit of the Rashtrapati Bhavan will remain closed for the general public, it says, from June the 5th to 9th, because of the preparation for the forthcoming event of swearing-in ceremony of the Council of Ministers at the Rashtrapati Bhavan. So, Mr. Rajgopalan, I think things are moving pretty fast. We have the NDA meeting tomorrow, the Prime Minister just about to speak. Also preparations for the swearing-in.
Tomorrow, Prime Minister is receiving Mr. Chandrababu Naidu and TDP. 10 o'clock, Mr. Nitish Kumar is coming. So tomorrow will be a pack of days.
How much meat will these allies demand, considering both Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar today are so critical? There is a lot of buzz that a deputy prime ministership could be offered to a Nitish Kumar. Is that true?
Suppose India Alliance also offers, there will be 8 deputy prime ministers. MK Stalin will start.
Don't forget
eight deputy prime ministers.
There are also parties waiting to
Stalin will
the
not
pound
leave.
of flesh.
What will happen to Mamata Banerjee? You say that first.
No, Mamata Banerjee is never going to go with Narendra Modi. That is for sure.
No. If India Alliance becomes, there is no India Alliance PM, but there is talk about deputy prime minister.
Why are you so worried that the India Alliance will form the government?
One moment, please. One moment.
Mr. MK Stalin will never allow Chandrababu Naidu to near India Alliance, making Chandrababu Naidu as deputy prime minister, because I spoke to an DMK top source. They conveyed to me, we are 23 MPs. He is only 16. Tell Mr. Nitish Kumar. Even if you add it to 28, we are 23.
Okay, I think that's a fair point. Sabha, if, the SP, the TMC are numerically much stronger than Mr. Chandrababu Naidu, even in that hypothetical situation, can that practically happen?
So I think I think maybe Mr. Narendra Modi should go ahead and form a government with these unstable numbers, because it's my way or the highway, and now it will be Nitish Kumar's way and Chandrababu Naidu's way, and he should give it a try. It's good to learn after all that meditation some new lessons of human engagement, because he's not actually cut out for this, because Shiv Sena left him. Idol left him, Akali's left him, Nitish Kumar left him twice. Nobody stuck it out with him. His own party guys, Vasundhara Raje was sidelined, all of them. So he should experiment with this government. And if there is a possibility of numbers on the other side, DMK is the most ideologically committed party at this point, because of the Hindutva framework from Dravida model they've defeated it entirely.
No, ideologically they may be compatible. The big question is, how things will work out on ground. How will things work out on ground? How will it pan out?
Go ahead.
Because is it as unstable as she's making it out to be, Mr. Rajgopal?
India alliance is stable.
No, the NDA alliance, will it be?
I'm asking, India alliance is stable. There will be 8 prime ministers. M.K. Stalin will not allow to Chandrababu Naidu to come nearer to India alliance. You want 8 deputy prime ministers.
I'm saying Modi should work with, he should be at the mercy of Chandrababu Naidu and Nitish Kumar. Perfect. We should watch that psychological game unfold.
Rahul alliance is also much lesser than the desired number.
Okay.
How would they do it? Where is the number?
All right. Let's, in fact, take this across back to our reporters, in fact, who are reporting on ground. We have Pragya, Mohit, Priyank all joining us. Akanksha also with us at the BJP headquarters, the extension. Akanksha, what are the BJP Karyakartas there telling you? What are the expectations? Of course, today is a day where they didn't get exactly what they wanted, but are they still hopeful in terms of the government formation with the Prime Minister welcoming the people's verdict? What exactly are the Karyakartas telling you? Is it mixed reactions that we're seeing here? Over to you, Akanksha.
Absolutely. The mood here is celebratory. Madhav here at the BJP headquarters in the national capital. And just a while back, the Prime Minister also tweeted that the NDA is coming to power for the 3rd consecutive time. Let me take these questions across to the workers from the Sikh community. क्या कहेंगे तीसरी बार गवर्नमेंट बनने जा रही है?
मोदी जी इतना काम कर रहे हैं, अभी रिजल्ट आने बाकी हैं. अभी जो मोदी जी की मेरे ख्याल 245 बीजेपी की है, वो बढ़ के अभी 265 तक जाएगी अभी, क्योंकि रिजल्ट अभी बाकी है. और सारी कम्युनिटी, सिख कम्युनिटी ने मोदी जी का खुल के साथ दिया है कि वो विकास को देख रही है कि मोदी जी खुल के काम कर रहे हैं पूरी इंडिया के लिए. हमारे इंडिया का नाम उन्होंने पूरे वर्ल्ड में कौन सी कहां पर लाके खड़ा कर दिया हमारे इंडिया को.
400 पार का नारा था, पर 400 नहीं आ पाए. राहुल गांधी की तरफ से कहना है कि ये मॉरल डिफीट है.
कहने वाले तो इंडिया गठबंधन भी कह रही थी हमारा 200-300 प्लस जाएगा. उनके कहने से क्या होता है? जो पब्लिक चाहती है, पब्लिक को पता है कौन काम कितना कर रहा है. पिछले 10 साल में जो पब्लिक काम कर रहा है, पब्लिक ने उसी के देखते हुए, विचार करते हुए पब्लिक ने पूरा समर्थन मोदी जी को दिया, एनडीए सरकार को दिया. हमें पता है आने वाले टाइम में मोदी जी और अच्छा काम करेंगे.
होम मिनिस्टर आ गए, प्रधानमंत्री थोड़े ही टाइम में आने वाले हैं, क्या कहेंगे? Workers, party workers and all the people here waiting for the Prime Minister to arrive. In just some time, he's going to arrive here at the BJP headquarters. Everybody here, the workers, the leaders here are waiting for him with bated breath.
Thanks very much, Akanksha, for joining us. We'll, of course, stay with those images. Is the era of coalition politics back? Good evening.